Hey guys, Dr. Drunk, aka here, and a game for you in my Genova. You can see, based on the teams, we are divvied up with Fruit Attacks in his Texas and Farting Chick in his Iron Duke. And we are standard battle on straight. Now, this is a ship that I don't typically play, but this was a ship that was chosen by the Wheel of Crap, which is something that we do on stream, and we do all of these games on stream at twitch.tv/drdrunkaka, and you can check those out. But needless to say, the Genova's not such a good ship. She is a tier 5, no smoke screen. She has torpedoes, 2 per side. 2 launchers of 2 per side, I should say. But where the Genova really shines is her guns. She is 4x2, 203 millimeters. So at this tier, at tier 5, she's one of the very few 203 or 8-inch gun-armed cruisers at tier 5. And of course, because she is Italian, she has the notable benefit of firing semi-armor piercing or SAP ammunition, which you will see come into play here in a little bit. But what do you need to know about the Genova? Well, she does not have a smokescreen. She is very, very squishy. And she is generally not a very good cruiser, which is exactly why she's on the Wheel of Crap. Thankfully, though, she is a premium, so I can switch Luigi Sansonetti, the special captain, over, which allows me 25% expert loader time, so I can use my 203mm AP to dunk on that Furitaka, getting 1 Citadel on him and about 9,000 points of damage. You can also see the gun's reload is extremely long. It is about 20 seconds. Second salvo, overpen. We get 3 overpens on that Furitaka, who is still basically broadside, and we don't manage to punish him any further. But, as you can see, Southside's not doing much. We get another salvo out on that Furitaka, and of course, we get 2 overpens, and the Emile Bertin takes care of that tier 5 heavy cruiser. We have a Congo in front of us, and the Genova doesn't have a whole lot of armor, so we have to be very, very cautious. Piotr Veliki, Congo, they can do some pretty big damage. We don't want that. And he's also angled away. So AP is going to be useless. We're going to switch to our SAP ammunition, or semi-armor piercing ammunition. And we're going to start picking on this Congo. So shots out on the Congo, and you'll see as he turns away, we can still do about 5,500 points damage to him with that semi-armor piercing ammunition, especially into his superstructure. Very, very effective ammunition type, and it only gets more effective as you progress through the tiers. In fact, the Venezia being able to put out 15 semi-armor piercing shells is actually kind of a monster. But I digress. At this point, we are even on ships. We have a very, very slight points lead, but we really don't have a lot of map control. This Piotr Veliki and Congo are kind of pushing our, they're kind of holding. As the Piotr kind of decides to, fuck this shit, I'm out. We have to be careful that there's a Westeros pushing towards us. The Omaha was running from south to north. We have 2 battleships, 2 cruisers, and up here in an Omaha somewhere in between. Our Fusion goes down to their Gade, who you will see is actually has a really, really good game. So spoiler alert, their Gade has a really good game. As we start dodging shells from the Congo and the Piotr, just chunking damage back into them. Spot the Omaha, who appears to be running aground, and in Discord chat at this point, Chick and Fruit are going, oh my god, he ran aground. No, I can't see him. I need to see him. I want to see him too. 203mm armor piercing does nasty things to an Omaha. However, unfortunately, that Omaha will be angled, and angles against Italian armor piercing do not work very well. So, well, we have a couple of options. What can we do? Well, we take some shots out on the Omaha. He's backing up. We get, of course, 3 pens and 2 ricochets for about 3,600 points damage. In the meantime, our Omaha has been killed by their Vestros. And running Matchmaking Monitor, I know that Vestros is really pretty good player, and it's something we have to be aware of. But in this case, we're down 3 ships to 1. We're down 150 points. New Mexico is pushing, so we're going to drop our torpedoes. They have an 8K range, but they are extremely slow. Yeah, these torps are basically sea mines. By the time that New Mex gets close enough, they should actually arrive at his bow. The Omaha is backing off the rocks. We take aim with our sap. His engine's busted. We only unluckily get 1 pen and cannot manage to finish the job. However, Fruit takes care of that problem, blindsiding that Omaha and putting him down. We've evened the ship count from 3 ships to 1 to 3 ships to 2. I don't have an explanation for what this New Mexico is doing. It's low tiers, but still, I don't know what he was doing here. Either way, you can see how effective SAP is to unsaturated superstructure. Will that first salvo anyway be about 3,400 points damage, and this salvo only 1 hit for 800 points damage. We're going to continue to pick on the New Mex. The Gade has killed another ship, and we've managed to go down on the ship lead, and now suddenly, with that New Mex going down to the Koenig, we're even on ships. We see the Vesteras sitting there. We're thinking, all right, what am I going to do here? How am I going to play this? How do I want to make this work? What can I do to make a play? Fruit and Chick are trying to take out, as the Gade takes out our Koenig. Chick and Fruit are trying to finish off those 2 battleships sitting in the corner. The Vesteras takes down the Emile Bertin, and suddenly we are down more than 150 points and 2 ships. And it's not looking good for our Arizona. Our West Virginia is out of position. He is in the back of the map. Our Vesteras is fairly low, so we only have 1 destroyer left. Our Arizona goes down to the Gade, who's now on 4 kills, by the way, and he's having a hell of a game. As their Vesteras decides, hey, guess what? There's not much here. I can probably sneak right into their cap. I get spotted by the New York, and I'm praying, oh God, please don't wreck me, please. I pop my fighter plane, hoping that the Vesteras has his AA on. He does not, as Chick gets the Witherer. Right now he's burning down that Congo and the Pyotr Veliki on the other side of the map. Thankfully, the New York fires HE at me. God bless low tiers. But as I said, and Chick gets the arsonist kill on the Congo. We're still down 2 ships, and we have a Vesteras in our cap. And got to know there's torpedoes coming, so I try to swing wide so that I can get away from these and then turn in. But again, Vesteras torpedoes are extremely fast, and we're going to eat 1 of them. But thankfully, we only eat 1. As the Gade guns down our Vesteras, and now has his Kraken. The Vesteras and the Gade have 8 kills between them. We're down 5 ships to 8. We spot the New York. The New York is pushing in. We drop torpedoes on the New York. Those are going to be spotted by the Gade, or the Vesteras, as he comes by. The Omaha's on low health, so we turn our guns on him. We take a shot at him. New York begins to turn towards our cap. We turn, drop our port side torpedoes towards the New York. And oh, look who's coming out to play. The Westeros comes out to try and drop torps on me since I'm broadside. I dunk his nose for 1,500 hit points, and the sea mines are going to get him. That's our first kill, folks. That's the Triumphant Hall talent activated. Our range extends out now. Westeros in chat, good bait. The only thing that does, and he gets his torps off, but he's not going to hit me with them. The only thing that does, it saves the New York from my torpedoes. His Hulk and his detecting those torps saved the New York from my torpedoes. But the Congo went down already to Chick. And Fruit is coming back in his Texas. Now the New York's guns are pointed the wrong way. They're looking at Fruit. I get four shatters. All 4 shells hit the turrets. The Texas, Fruit dunks on that Omaha. The Weavy finally finishes off that Ernst Gade. And suddenly, this is a winnable game. This is a very winnable game. My torpedoes, one of them catches him right on the side. We aim for his nose. We get 2 pens on his nose. Good place to aim for sap. I don't get a chance to launch my other torpedoes because just as Chick knocks down the high caliber, Fruit comes in with a devastating strike and takes that New York off the board. So now, a game in which we were down 5 ships to 8. It looked like a loss because we had a destroyer in our cap. It's now a very winnable game. As Kirov, 14 kilometers, we'll take some shots out at that. And there you can see the Westeros in chat. He's a little bit salty, an unlosable game that we're about to lose. Yeah, well, don't count your chickens yet, buddy, because it's not over until the fat lady sings. The Warspite guns down our Weavy 41, but Chick follows up by killing the Pyotr Veliki, who has left him basically on the tiniest sliver of health. Chick's on like 2,000 hit points at this point, and we're looking at this going, dudes, guys, we got this. We got this in the bag, man. All we have to do is stay alive. All we got to do is stay alive. Chick is so far in the back of the map. He's not in any danger. The only one who's really in danger would be myself, getting dev struck by that Warspite. Kirov probably could do it too, but 15,000 hit points is quite a fair amount of damage. I see the Warspite. I don't realize he's that low. And he's a Warspite, which means he eats tons of pens on the superstructure. So, shots out with a sap and 5,600 points of damage. We leave him on 3,400. Now it's a Warspite. It has 15-inch guns. If he can aim, which he most certainly can, and takes 6k off of me. All right, yeah, can't do that again. We gotta be a little bit more cautious in the future. We can't take risks like that. Fruit has the most hit points among us. Chick is out of heals. He's saying in chat at this point he's out of heals. How do we play this? How do we win? We know that Kirov decides he's going to push around the corner, and he's going to push. He has to push. He has no choice but to push if he wants to win. So what's the play? Well, we reload the AP, put shots out on the Kirov, and boom, double Citadel. John Cena plays, and we hear, got him, as we get that red kill ribbon. That shot, that double Citadel, basically puts this game in the bag. Folks, all that's left is to clean up. Warspite is healed up to about 13,000 hit points. And, well, that didn't last too long. Chick has shots out on the Warspite. And, of course, running Cunningham has procced a couple of his skills with the Witherer. Chick leaves him on 66 hit points. We're going to try for that cheeky kill steal here. It's always a kill steal if it's the last one of the game. We're going to try for that kill steal, and bam, we got it. That, folks, leaves us to take a look at our post-battle screens. This is a victory, 66,000 points of damage, 3 Citadels, 2 torpedo hits, 3 kills, and 79 main battery hits. If we take a look at the actual scoreboard, the Div tops the scoreboard. Chick in the Iron Duke with 2 kills. Fruit Attacks in his Texas with 3 kills, and myself in the Genova with 3 kills. 8 kills for the team, carrying the team against, if you look at the other team, the Westeros and the Gade, 8 kills between them. GG's, guys. Well played. But it does just go to show that low-tier games can be very, very exciting and can be strategically played, even though they're low tiers. Again, we play all of these games over on twitch.tv/DrDrunk, Link will be in the video description, and I hope to see all of you guys on over there.